How's it going, everybody? Mr. Bobbitt here. I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend, enjoying your last couple of days before we start the school year off. I'm sure you have a ton of questions about Tuesday. So I'm making this video. I've got an update typed up. I'm making the video so some of y'all who like to watch videos versus just reading about it, you can see it from me here. But let's talk about Tuesday and the rest of the week, okay? I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. And want to start off by talking about the schedule we sent you over our orientation day. We're going to change this some for the first week. First thing, it's not going to change dramatically, but I just want to outline how this is going to be a little different. First off, we're not going to be doing encore classes this week. We're giving them some time to set up materials on their end, and it also gives us a little time, extra time to set up materials on our end with our homerooms. But here's what will stay the same. Every day this week in the morning, we will log in at 8:30 and do a morning meeting. Also, at the end of the day, we will all log on together and do a whole group closing end of day reflection, all right? Everything in between might be a little different. This schedule here is awesome, but it's gonna take time to build up to this. There's some skills we gotta develop. We got to make sure everybody has access to what they need. We got to make sure that everybody knows how to use what they have at home in terms of technology and content. And we also might change the schedule a little bit. You know, we're kind of being flexible. So what is going to happen after our whole group morning meeting, I'm going to start pulling small groups all the way through till the end of the day. Got groups of 4 or 5 students. You're going to have 30 minutes of time with us, just a group of 4 or 5, as we pick different skills throughout the week. Picking things like, you know, exploring Clever, exploring Microsoft Teams, exploring Schoology when we get to it. Hopefully by the end of the day, we'll be using Schoology more and using some of the communication tools on that. But we're just going to push that to the end of the week so we can kind of build up to it. Because I want our students to conceptually understand how the internet connects us and how we interact with it. I don't want them to just know that if you log on this website, it takes you here. I want us to really understand what we're doing. So let me show you a quick rundown of the schedule, how it's going to be. Right here, this is the schedule for Tuesday and the rest of the week. Every day, even on Wednesday, we'll do the morning meeting whole group. We'll take a movement break, and then I'll introduce the asynchronous activities of the day, which means that if you're not working with me, you'll be doing this stuff. All right, and the stuff that I'm putting out there is flexible. You can pick and choose to start off with. You know, eventually that other stuff will become more rigorous and challenging and really push us, even though you're not with me. However, we got to build up to that, right? That's a muscle. Then we got team A, B, C, D, and E. Each group, 30 minutes, 4 to 5 students. So you'll find your name, all right? And then you'll join me in my small group. Now you might be like, hey, Mr. Bobbitt, how do I join you for your morning meeting? How do I join you for your closing meeting? And how do I join you for your small group? Here's how you're gonna do it. This week, we're gonna be using Zoom, and down here is my Zoom link. I'm not gonna scroll to it right now because I'm pushing this video to YouTube, and I don't want the whole world to have access to the link and the passcode. However, you will, because I'm gonna email this to you, all right? So we have one Zoom link for everything. I'm not gonna create multiple links for different times or different days. This is the link that'll get you into Mr. B's classroom Zoom link, all right? It's all here. So we'll all use this meeting link in the morning. And then if you're not in my small group, you'll hop off, you'll go do your asynchronous learning. And then when it's your turn, you'll hop back on. And we'll just kind of keep going ping pong and back and forth. You know, and this 30 minutes of time is time for us to explore one of the online resources and ask questions and get connected, kind of learn more about each other too this first week. If you are not with me and you're doing your own thing, you're doing some asynchronous learning. So maybe your meeting is you're the electrifying team out here at 12:50 and 1:20. So you'll get done with me at 9:20 in the morning, and then you won't talk to me again until 12:50. This is the stuff you'll be doing, all right? So for Tuesday, I have a couple of choices we have. Hopefully you can get to all of them. However, if you don't, that is okay. The first thing I have is exploring our fourth grade website and doing a Think, See, Wonder. Our students should be pretty familiar with Think, See, Wonders. It's kind of a common practice, but it really pulls out some deep thoughts. However, if it's new to you, this YouTube link right here will take you to a video that kind of explains it. This one I think is super important. You can brainstorm a list of skills we will need to have in order for us to create a successful online classroom. I think that's incredibly important. We all know how to move and groove and do our thing in the classroom. Like we know how to get our supplies organized and keep our resources neat and communicate and work in small groups and move a computer over here and do all that kind of stuff. We don't have those skills to do that online just yet. Or maybe we do, we just don't realize that we need to be using those skills in this space. So this is a really important one. Like, how do we communicate? How do we create small groups? How do we have really deep discussions and do really challenging activities when we can't be in the same room? That takes skills. There's a lot of little things that we have to practice and build up. So what are those things to you? What do you think is important? All right. I put eat lunch on there because it always feels good to check something off your schedule. And I don't want you to forget it's there. I do put move and groove. I think it's important at some point on Tuesday, get away from your computer, take a technology break. Don't go watch video games. Don't watch YouTube. Just take a break, go outside. Don't look at a screen. Do something totally different. All right. At least 10 to 15 minutes, at least. All right. I put meet with Mr. B on there because it's also, everyone's got a scheduled time to do that. And it will also feel good to check that off your list. And I put read a book or read a magazine. Anything you want to read, it is your choice at this point. However, families and students, I do want you to be picking books that are a little challenging to you. So nothing that's too easy, nothing that's too hard. We're going for that Goldilocks thing right there in the middle, somewhere that's just right, that's going to challenge you, but you're still going to enjoy it. All right. So that is the asynchronous activities. Here is the schedule. The Zoom link, we're gonna zoom past. Oh wait, hold up. There's one more thing I need to tell you. This neon green bar is gonna be a table with your child's email address, password, student number, and shorthand login. So all that's the stuff to get them into Clever and Microsoft applications. We really want to encourage our fourth graders to start off using the email address and password. It will be more complicated than using the shorter login information. I'm going to include that just in case that information becomes important later. But there's other applications that I'm brainstorming up here. I got a lot of stuff happening that I really want to get to the first 3 weeks. It's going to require them to use an email address. And also the email address will give them access to a lot of the Office applications that we could be using, the Microsoft applications. So it's going to take practice. That's going to be a skill we're going to have to develop, like typing in your full email address 100% correct and then doing your password 100% correct. But I think that'll be a valuable skill that'll help us open other doors in the future. I'm going to include all of it here for you. So when you get this email, it'll look exactly the same. The only difference will be you'll have your child's information right there for you. And you will have a whole comprehensive breakdown of Tuesday's plan and how that plan is going to carry us through. That same shell of a plan is going to take us all the way through Friday and possibly into the next week. What might change is if we can start using software like Microsoft Teams in Schoology, which I'm hoping to experiment with come Thursday or Friday. We might get there, we might not. This schedule I've made, this whole rundown here, it might work or it might not. We will try it out. I'm confident we're gonna figure it out. I'm confident we're gonna do some incredible stuff, even my first couple of days with you guys. So I got like 8 ideas of things that I wanna do for my first morning meeting. I just need to pick one. I'm so excited to see you on Tuesday. So enjoy today, enjoy tomorrow. I'll see you Tuesday, and then we'll kick off this year the best way we can, all right? Everybody be good, be safe. I hope you're happy, hope you're healthy. I'll talk to you on Tuesday. Bye.